What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Baby Dee, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. Y'all don't know Baby Dee. That's why the fuck y'all acting like that.
Pretty face, fat ass white tee. Who wanna show his shans or show my bounce my real country bitch from Alabama.
Yes, sir. We right back at it, y'all. We got the real Baby Dee jumping off the porch with us today. What's good with you?
What's good? I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm in the A. I'm spreading this music around. I'm chilling. I'm having a good time, you know?
Yeah, nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, welcome to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And you coming to us from Alabama, right?
Yeah, I'm from Alabama, but I'm living in Dallas right now.
Okay, word. That's what's up. And what part of Alabama you from?
I'm from Mobile, Alabama, but I was raised in Wilcox County. I'm gonna make sure I grew up in Wilcox County. Like, that's where I went to high school and all of that and stuff like that.
Okay, word. So the one part in Mobile that I know about, that I ask everybody about, and they laughing when I say it, like, where is that compared to Pritchard?
Pritchard Street. That's where my family was living at.
Oh, so that's that area.
My uncle still live out there, yeah.
Oh, okay, word. That's what's up. Yeah. So my few times kicking into Alabama, definitely been in that area, then been to the dog track out there.
The dog track.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. So the vibe in Dallas, like the hip hop scene is really buzzing like crazy in Dallas. What has it been like for you, you know, moving around and doing your music thing there?
I'm not gonna lie, like, that's why when I do music, I be like, from Alabama to Triple D, you know, I give Dallas, you know, the credit for the part they played in my career. So yeah, like, it was easy for me to network. It was easy for me to just come to Dallas and, you know, do my thing, take over. It's been good. I can't complain.
Yeah.
At all. Like, I love the music scene in Dallas, like, far as the opportunities and stuff, and how I feel like it be a lot of eyes on Dallas. Like,
yeah,
people come to Dallas to market their music and stuff like that. And as crazy as it sounds, with you not being from there, and you can kind of come out there, you know, do your thing. They like to hear new sounds and new faces and stuff like that.
You know, it's interesting because, you know, you hear so many people talk about how, you know, you could be growing up in your city doing your thing, but not really get appreciated by your own people, you know what I mean? But then when you move somewhere else, you catch that energy from other people catch your fresh energy, and, you know what I mean, is you know, you find like, all right, like, these are people that's supporting me, and, you know what I mean, it's always a dope look.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it went to a whole nother level with Dallas, you know what I'm saying? For sure. I ain't gonna say I got a big fan base out there, nothing like that, but, you know, as far as them respecting what I do, you know what I'm saying, they know I'm picking up what I put down, so that's just it.
Word. And when would you say you jumped off the porch?
I jumped out the porch when I was like 10 years old, and I only say that because I was a hairstylist before I was a rapper, and I learned how to braid hair at like 10 years old. So I jumped out the porch and was doing that.
Yeah. Wow. So you was the girl in the neighborhood. Like,
I'm in the bathroom, in the gym, all that at school, braiding hair, picking up that $20, $40, all that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when I didn't do hair, I was selling candy. I always find me a way to make some money.
Yeah, word. I could dig that. Where did that hustle come from? Like, where did that ambition at such an early age come from? Like, how did you get a work ethic like that?
Because, like, I grew up with my grandma in a house with, like, literally 10 to 12 people. So we ain't really have much. And, you know, we was all kids. Some of us was older. Some of us was around the same age. So we didn't really have nothing, and I just always wanted stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and once I figured out, if you know, grandma just ain't got it. Like, she just ain't got no money, and you figure out ways to get the money, and then you can kind of start. I feel like that's where my work ethics come from, like, coming from where I'm from, like, from one of the poorest counties in the whole United States. Like, people see me and they might think, oh, she's spoiled, which I am spoiled, but, like, I grew up not having nothing, like filling up water jugs and stuff like that, like well water and everything you ate in the backyard type stuff. So I feel like that's where my hustle and stuff come from.
Word.
You could throw me anywhere. What Biggie said, throw me in the jungle, I'm gonna come out with all that shit fur coat, the mink, everything.
Yeah, no, real
So
spirit.
yeah, that's where my hustle come from. That's what I feel like it come from.
Word. And then can you talk about like the type of household that you grew up in? Like, you know what I mean? Like did you you know, and like what else were you into, you know, growing up?
Like I said, I don't really, it ain't really too much to say. Like if anybody grew up with their grandma and she had all the kids all the time, your cousins, your mama, some of y'all just only had that situation on the weekends over the summer and stuff, but that was like, she raised all of us our whole life. So that was like my life growing up, pretty much. Granny had a house full of kids.
Yeah.
We fought all the time. That's why Granny was strict for sure. Like I ain't do nothing too crazy for as liking boys and stuff like that till later on. And you know, it was just like she was strict. I appreciate it now, but I was so bad because of how I grew up. Like I feel like that had an effect on, you know, and I grew up around boys and stuff, so I really would be into, you know, kind of the street life.
Gotcha.
A little bit.
Yeah.
As a girl, like I was a tomboy. I'm into the girly stuff now, but I ain't never really just been into it. I didn't care about that. Like I feel like I hid it because, you know, it's creeps and stuff.
Yeah, nah, for
I feel like I hid it because I ain't want nobody. I remember the first time I put on a dress, people was like, she got on a dress? Like, what the fuck? Like, we ain't know. Yeah, so I just was a tomboy growing up.
Yeah. Was you fighting with the boys?
Fighting
and like
with the
all
boys, jumping. I feel like we almost killed each other in there sometimes.
Yeah,
For real.
Cause some of your rap shit, I feel like you damn near scrapping with
I ain't
niggas
gonna lie,
now.
I was knocking shit out. To tell the truth, I'm not even gonna tell you no lie. I might look small, but I'm gonna tell y'all this story. This big girl wanted to fight me one time, and I ain't gonna lie, I used to be the type, shit, you ain't finna do nothing to me, I'm gonna pick up whatever. If it's a bike, if it's a knife, if it's a whatever, I'm gonna pick it up, but I ain't had nothing, and she was trying to fight me. And my cousin, like, it was good that I grew up around my boy cousins. He was like, you hit her chin with all her might, you gonna knock her out. Like, he literally taught me how to knock somebody out, so I just tried it. Like, I just ran up on it, hitting her chin. So ever since then, I was like, shoot, I ain't scared of nothing or nobody. Not that I was scared, but I'm like, this bitch big as hell.
Yeah.
Like, what if she pick me up, what I'm gonna do?
Yeah. You get to realize, and you hit somebody in one or two places. You hit that chin, you get them right there in that side by that sternum, or in the middle by the sternum, or the side by like the liver. Man, you could take somebody out.
I ain't believe him. I was like, man, that ain't gonna knock her out. He was like, yes, it is. He was like, what you gonna do? I was like, shit, I'm finna go in. But yeah, so I did a lot of that. I ain't proud of it now, but I did a lot of that. And I had a lot of built up anger and stuff because we was poor.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's why I did all that fighting.
And you know, it's interesting because, you know, nowadays mental health, that word, it's like a buzzword. Everybody say it and use it almost for anything. But years ago, that wasn't no word.
It wasn't no word. And then it's people like me. I don't like to tell my story because you see 1,000 rappers come over here talking about they slept on the floor and they ain't had no water, they had roaches, all that. That's my real story. Like, it would be freezing cold in the wintertime and it would be hot as fuck with no AT in the summertime. Like, so I be feeling like it's so head ass these days because I don't want to come off as one of them rappers. Like, that's my real true story. Like, I really came from nothing.
What inspires you, what inspires you to be who you are?
What inspires me to be who I am? So, pretty much, I'm gonna just say, like I said, where I come from, like, it ain't nobody coming from where I'm coming from that's doing anything close to, like, making it out of that poverty. So I just wanna show people from where I'm from that we can, you know what I'm saying, we can do whatever we wanna do, we put our mind to it. We can do whatever we want to do when we get out of our own headspace. Like, it took me a long time to just leave, you know, and get out of that. So that motivates me and inspires me to reach, to go far with it. Like, I'm trying to get me some motherfucking Grammys, like, next year type shit. I'm trying to do all that.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Your slogan is, "You don't know Baby Dee." Now, you've been telling us about where you from, but like, tell us like, who is Baby Dee? Like,
Baby Dee is goofy, she fun, and although I did all that stuff, I was a little mean, like, I really got a good heart, like, and people, they'll judge you off anything these days, but y'all don't know Baby Dee, because if you get to know Baby Dee, you gonna love Baby Dee. Everybody love Baby Dee. I'm goofy, I'm silly, like, we gonna laugh. If we can't laugh, it's miserable for me, like, coming like from where I'm from, that's how we deal with a lot of our, stuff that we been through.
Yeah.
All we do is roast each other.
Yeah.
If we going through something, we finna laugh about that.
Yeah, for
Shit.
sure.
If it's a roach coming out my book bag at school, shit, so
Yeah.
what? What you want? What? But nah, like, I'm just cool. I'm humble. Like, I'm a real person. Like, I don't want nobody to just make no assumptions about Baby Dee until you get to know Baby Dee, cause.
Nah, that's real. That's real. How have you been adapting to living in Dallas? Being that you from Mobile.
I've been adapting pretty good. I will say I feel like I'll outgrow somewhere real fast. Like when I left Alabama, I went to Kentucky. I didn't like that at all. I was there for like 2 years. I was like, hell no, that's when I came to Dallas. Like I feel like I'm adapting to it. I feel like I didn't reach the heights so fast. It's time for me to go, do that somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I'm adapting to it good.
Right.
Like I said, you could drop me off anywhere. I'm good in anywhere,
Yeah.
like for sure. Like I fuck with Dallas though.
Right. Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And when did you discover your love for music, and when did you actually, take it serious and start recording?
So I discovered my love for music early, like my senior year in high school. Like I knew I liked to write music, but I also thought like, damn, for where I'm from, if you try to do that shit just something that's in your head. Like it's not finna happen. Like I just told myself that. And I remember when I came to Dallas, well, I had recorded some songs in Alabama, but it's like from where I grew up in Wilcox, who finna hear that shit? Like. Where you gonna go? We don't even got a hospital down here. So it's like when I came to Dallas and I started recording music, I saw the love that I was getting from the music, and it just made me wanna kinda just dive into it real heavy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I had opened me up a hair shop, and it was a studio right next to it. And that's how I got deep. I would do hair, and when I got done my day, I would go over there and rap. So that's when I really got serious about it, and I've been consistent for 2 years.
Yeah, word. Now that's what's up. Who are some of your influences? Who are some people that you look up to in music?
I like Lil Kim for sure. I be calling myself the '90s Lil Kim, like, cause it ain't too many people that can give '90s Lil Kim.
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
Baby Dee. You know what I'm saying? That's all me.
Yeah.
The '90s Lil Kim. You know what I'm saying? That's all me. So
Hey, and you ain't lying too, cause I just seen you the other day, and your hair was a different color. So you for sure switching it up.
Yes,
Yeah.
and my boots and stuff, So I like Lauryn Hill too. Like I know people hear this different kind of music that I be doing, but like I really be inspired by, like I said, Lil Kim and Lauryn Hill, people like that. I like Eve, like I love them.
Yeah. Word. Now that's what's up. That's what's up. Your song White Teeth, the original version of it, was buzzing like crazy. And then you put the Franchize Boyz on the remix. Can you talk about how that came about?
So pretty much, I was in the studio. I got a beat from Big Cuz. He sent me some beat packs. I don't know if you know Big Cuz or if you ever heard of him. He's from Houston. And that beat, I was in the studio with 6-7 or whatever, and I was getting ready to record. That's who I record with all the time. And he was like, when we played the beat, we was just trying to, we always try to think of something that we can come up with. And he was like, I hear something on there, like some nostalgic or whatever, and we just came up with the white. Nope, they don't like me. Yeah, they know I'm icy. We used the cadence, but we didn't use the beat or whatever.
Yeah.
So I put the song out, and then 2 months later, I seen the Franchize Boyz on the radar. They had did with the lean with it, rock with it, and I was so turned listening to it. I was like, man, they gotta hear my shit. Like, how am I gonna get them to see my song so I can see if they gonna fuck with it or whatever like that. So I sent it to the Franchize Boyz page. I don't know who was running the page. I don't know if it was Pimpin' or Parlay. Knowing them now, I know it wasn't Parlay. So I reached out to them, Pimp and turned his verse in. You know, they was like, we like the song, hell yeah, we'll get on it. Like, they showed me instant love, like it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So when I got the verse, he sent it back, it was just Pimpin'. I said, it's missing something, like, I said, I need Parlay on here. He was like, call him, I'm gonna hit him up with call him. So I hit him up, and he sent his verse back in like 30 minutes.
Word.
And it was hard as fuck. I said, hold on, Parlay just tried to do me in on my own song. Like, don't make me do my first song. I was like, I told Pimpin', like, he really ate us up, so I'm glad he went last. But then I was like, I pushed the button even more. I said, I want the video. Parlay like, damn, the video too? I'm like, yes, I want the video. I'm like, I'll come to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I want to come where y'all from and shoot the video and stuff. And it just went smooth like that. And it actually been streaming well. Like, it did me some good. It did me some justice. Like, and it was a full circle moment for me, because, you know, I used to get my ass whooped for being in front of the TV, lean with it, rock with it. I'm like, yeah, that was a full circle moment for me for sure. Like, I enjoyed everything about it.
Yeah.
And that's how it went. It wasn't no hassle. Usually it'd be hard to get with these artists and collab with them and stuff, but it was pretty smooth.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And I know Parlay, and that cat, he's so personable, and a cat that, you know what I mean? Like, he'll pull up, you know what I mean? So, like, he's somebody who you can definitely, like, make something happen with, and, you know, he gonna pull up, he gonna be there, you know what I mean? Yeah, now that's dope. I mean, the song got, like, so much dope energy, you know, to it, and what's dope about it is that it's not where you sampled the beat and, you know what I mean, gave it that feel. It's just like from the cadence of it. So when you hear it, it gives you that feel, but it's still original. You know what I mean? So
that's what they was telling me. That's what Pimpin' and Parlay, they were like, I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you didn't use the beat. They was like, I'm glad you didn't use the same words we was using. They was like, we like your creative process with it.
Yeah, nah, cause it's original. You know what I mean? Cause it's like you paying homage, but you also being original with it. Like, that's dope. And I think other people that are original gonna appreciate that 10 times.
And another thing, that lets you know how much of a hit that song was they made. Like, for you to be able to get on another beat and use that cadence.
That's real.
I learned so much from just that process with that song. It just started making me think, like, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Can you speak on your creative process? Like, how do you, you know, work in the studio and kind of build your song?
So, for me, like, I listen to some beats, and if I hear something on the beat, like, in my head, usually something just pop up in my head. It ain't no telling what it is. Or sometimes I ask 6-7 just to be sure. Like, I have to sit right next to him while he while he over there doing whatever he do. Like, do you? And then I'll sit down and I'll write. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to go in the studio. I know a lot of people, they be like, you're gonna have to start going in the studio. I like to give myself like a rough draft and write down what it is I want to talk about, and then go in the studio and lay it down. That's my process.
Word, that's dope. That's dope, and refreshing to hear too, because I'm so used to hearing people talk about, you know, not writing.
I love writing my music.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be that artist to go in there and be like, da 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 da. Hold on. Da 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 da. Run that back. Da da da. Nah, we finna go. I'm finna write this hoe. I'm finna rap it about 5 times. It's to the point where I write my rap and write it about 5 times. 6-7 be like, get your ass in the booth. Like, it's time to go, cause I want my shit down. So when I go in there, I know what I'm saying. I know how I want to say it, and it just coming out, and it make, you know. I don't have to be in the booth just wording the fuck out of the engineer or the producer or whoever it is recording me too.
That's super important though, because I think, you know, the difference between, you know, some of this music that's considered to be timeless and then some of this music that's just in a microwave and just popular for the time being.
Popcorn music.
Yeah.
Yes.
If people aren't, you know, putting like their real heart and soul into it, it's what's temporary right now. And it's like, if you loaded right now and angry right now, or feeling whatever type of way you are right now, like that's what the music gonna be. But if you write it in different settings, you know what I'm saying?
Cause I notice when I write I usually try to write at home. I notice when I write my shit at home, it don't hit the same. I gotta be sitting inside the studio for some reason.
Yeah.
I can't listen
you
to the
be,
beat at home.
You gotta be engulfed in all the creativeness, like right there
Yeah,
around.
I can't listen to the beat at home and get the same, you know. So I will write at home sometimes, but I don't prefer it no more, cause I know that I feel like it's better when I be in the studio, listening to the beat, give my feedback from, you know, producers and stuff like that that's in the studio.
Word. Have you ever ran into any creative blocks? And if so, like how do you work past that? How do you get through that?
I'm not gonna lie, man, I hate running into creative block, but I literally try everything. Like I'll go to the gym, I'll give myself a break too. Like if I recognize that I got like writer's block, I won't try to force it. I'll try to ease my mind, decompress, you know, try to take a break from it, come back to it.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, it'll make you sad, it'll make you cry, cause it had happened to me for months one time. But the only thing I can say is you just gotta keep decompressing and keep trying.
Yeah.
Like just keep writing. Don't just be like, oh, I can't do this shit no
Right.
more. Cause it will have you feeling like, damn, I lost it, you know?
Nah, for
but
sure.
really it always come back if you keep doing it.
Yeah.
So that's how I deal with it.
I experienced a full year of a creative block, and it was like agony, you know, going through that.
It is. People don't understand the stress, the emotional, like it be so bad. And then I feel like I'm kind of still in the middle of it, because you can come out of it and be halfway back into it.
Nah, for sure.
And that's why I feel like I'm at now, like.
Yeah.
But I definitely went through that this summer, and I feel like I'm still working. I feel like I'm still not all the way there.
Yeah.
So,
Word. I appreciate you being vulnerable with that too, though, because that's real. Because like to talk about something that we dealing with even right now in that time, like that ain't easy. You know what I mean? So no, that's what's up. What are some things that you do? Like, what are some kind of regular practices that you do to keep your vibrations high and push all that, you know, bullshit energy to the side so you can keep being creative and keep, you know what I'm saying, being progressive?
I ain't gonna lie, I do a lot of praying. I read sometimes. People be like, Baby Dee, they'll look at me and won't even know that I like to read. Like, I do like to read. I kick it and watch TV with my kids. I do got 2 kids. You know, just do normal stuff and try not to even focus about work, creativity, music, none of that. I just like to work out, do hair, do my own hair.
Yeah.
You know, just little normal, cute stuff,
Yeah.
cook.
Yeah.
I love to
Yeah.
cook. I know how to cook real good.
Awesome.
So that's just what I do outside of the music and stuff
Word.
like that.
No, that's what's up. That's super important too, especially like working, you know, in entertainment that, you know, requires so much of us. Like it's so draining, you know, just from being creative to the time that you just have to put into it, sacrifice you have to make,
Yes.
time away from your family and all of that.
Right now, as we speak, I'm a little homesick. Like, I can't be away from home for 2 days. I can cause I know I have to, cause I know it's what it come with, but it be hard for me. Like, I really hate that. Like, I be like, dang, I'm sacrificing a lot. This better work. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
No, for sure. And that's the toughest part about it too, like what you just said, this better work. Because you gotta move within everything you doing,
And you gotta be
like
okay.
it's gonna work.
Yeah, and you gotta be okay if it don't, but
That's true.
it's like you definitely gotta know it's gonna work. Like I told you, shit, I'm trying to get a Grammy next year.
Yeah.
Like, shit, that's what
Yeah.
I see for myself. Like, if
Yeah.
I push this music
We
out.
ain't trying, we working towards it.
Yeah, we working towards it.
We ain't
for
trying.
sure. But like, just to keep your mind off of, you gotta jump out there and touch grass sometimes. Cause this
Absolutely.
stuff is real delusional.
Yeah.
If you wanna know the truth about it.
Nah, for sure. Nah, and like you have to dream big and you have to be delusional for these dreams and for these things to happen. Like when we doing these things that's putting us in positions to like be able to change our families' lives, change our own lives, change generations. You know what I mean? Like you gotta think delusional. You know what I mean? So No, that's real. What would you say is one of the biggest life lessons that you've learned to this day?
One of the biggest life lessons I've learned to this day. One of the biggest life lessons I would say I learned to this day, and I can't even say I fully learned it, but like, you have to keep your good energy, your good news and all that to yourself. Like, my grandma used to always tell me that, like, just, if you got some good, it's sacred. Like, that's why I talk about my kids, but I don't like posting them and all that, because, you know, anything that you love and care about, like, you just gotta keep it sacred, keep it quiet. So I just learned, like, loose lips sink ships, like, just sometimes just be quiet. That's a life lesson I learned to this day.
Yeah, word. As a mother in entertainment and as a woman in entertainment, what's the balance between, you know, your message and sexuality?
I'm not gonna lie, that's a tough one, because my message, I just kind of try to put out a message for women to know they worth, you know, stunt and all that. But for my kids, like, I don't really like let them listen to that. I don't want them to, you know, but it was a point in time in my life where the stuff I rap about, I seen people, you know, do it, or I've done it or dealt with it, and really it's hard to balance, because like I said, I don't be want my kids to see it. I don't want my daddy to see it. So I be like, and it's really crazy, because it's creative stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm talking about that gangster shit be real, but that sexual stuff, it just be creative. It just be showing my, you know, that I'm a woman. Like, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about, because this is me. Like, I'm a woman. This is what I got. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? But as far as balancing it, I still be thinking, like, dang, at some point, I really do want to switch up what I talk about. Also, how they don't take women serious in the industry that talk about that. Like, before they listen to your music, if you showing your ass you look good or anything like that, they gonna try to shoot they shot at you, and then it kind of hurt your feelings. Like, damn, did you listen to my song? Like, you trying to knock me down? Like, I ain't one of them, you know? So I'm still trying to balance that. I ain't there yet. Put it like that.
And what's your thoughts on, you know, men, different critics, you know, trying to censor and heavily criticizing the lyrical content of what women, or what a lot of women are talking about in the music?
I feel like they just mad. They don't want women to talk about their pussy and stuff. They just mad it's not y'all's. Like, men think they own women. They think, oh shit, she shouldn't be. They try to stop us from talking about that kind of stuff, but they do it. My dick long, 9 inches long. Why we can't say our coochie wet if it's wet? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like, you can't tell women what they can and can't rap about, and I'm glad that, you know, Lil Kim used to do it all the time. That's why I said this ain't nothing new. Baby, Lil Kim, Trina, and Kaya and them, but now they making it seem like, oh my God, like, this ain't nothing new. And have you ever heard them blues songs?
Oh yeah.
They was worse than us, so I feel like we in an era where they just trying to make it seem like it's such a bad thing.
Yeah. No, that's real. And the microscope is so, you know, big on black folks that it's like anything. Black women, yeah, for sure.
Black women, they like to say black men got it hard, but black women got it harder, because we're competing against white women, white men, and black men. Like, they don't want us to have nothing either. And plus ourselves. Black women don't like black women, you know. So it's just like, I feel like black women got it the hardest. I don't feel like, you know, I feel like they got it real tough, and they don't really talk about it. And since the women been taking over the industry, they want to censor what we talking about. Like, nah, sex sells, nigga. Just like pimping hoes, and you talking about all this shit you talking about. So nah, that's real, because, you know, it's one of those things where, like, women, you know, we're starting to get rights so many years, you know, after, you know, like, let's say
you know, black men, you know, got voting rights, you know what I mean? But then it was like 50 years later or so, black women were also able to get voting rights, you know what I mean?
And
So-
have you noticed that they still feel like black women should shut the fuck up and be quiet? Like, we're not allowed to express our feelings. We're not allowed to say nothing. Like, still to this day, they think black women shouldn't say shit. We should just go home and cry in the shower and swallow whatever the fuck we done just faced for the day. Like, if we say anything, we got an attitude, we complain and like, you know?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Even though we got rights, still to this day,
Yeah.
I feel like women, black women, they don't give us that space.
Nah, that's real. That's real. How do you respond to the critics?
I used to respond back to them a lot, actually, because I be like, y'all know I fuck y'all up, right? You don't know, Baby Dee, so who the fuck you talk to? I used to be one on the internet, like, duh, bitch, what you going off on then? My team, they be like, man, you can't be going on the comments and saying stuff back. Yeah. So now I just be like, fuck them. Like, if I got critics, that's a good thing. That means they discussing me, they talking about me, they worrying about me. I'm worrying about me, and you worrying about me. So somebody worrying about the wrong motherfucking thing, and it ain't me. So with the critics, I just feel like fuck them. They doing their job. Everybody got a job to do.
Yeah, nah, that's real. That's real. Even haters, they got a job to do. Yeah, just let them do their job. No, that's so real. I seen Tia Kemp online playing some of your songs and all that. Like, what reaction did you get, you know what I'm saying, from that? And were you surprised to see that she was up on your music?
Yeah, I was surprised because I had sent it to her, like, in her DM,
Right.
and I was surprised to see
Oh, so
her
you working your move.
Yeah, I'm gonna send my music
Yeah,
out. I'm gonna
what's
send
up.
my music out. I was surprised to see her like actually like the song, and then she kind of was listening to it around the time when her and Tokyo Tony was into it, and I got a line in there that say Tokyo Tony had told her she was gonna slap her, and I got a line in there that say, nigga talking about slapping me, you like, I bet you I'm gonna fight back, and she was like, yeah, this right on time. So like, she was turned up to my song the whole day. She was listening to it, and I was like, this what's up. Like,
Word.
I was happy that she liked the song or whatever. Thought I was gonna have me a little boss man D-Lo moment, but it's cool. Look.
Nah, that's real. Hey, but you know what? The ill thing is that, like, you doing the right things, taking them right steps, because what I always tell people is that you got to put yourself in a running shot, you know what I'm saying, to be seen and to be heard. So it's like everything you do, like, or you know, you might do things and it might not go viral, but
Somebody
one of
gonna
these things,
see it. And I'm not gonna lie, I got a song called Passed Around. I want the baby on it. I've been sending that hoe to him. I just sent it to him about 10 times.
Yeah.
So at some point they gonna, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna shoot my
Yeah.
shot.
Hey,
One of them
come on
bitches
now.
gonna land, like,
hey,
for
keep
sure.
manifesting, keep shooting the shot, you know what I'm saying? Because what they say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, and you ain't nobody gonna see your shit if you don't put it out there.
That's
you
real.
know?
That's
So-
real. So yeah, you just be sitting there with like some of the dopest shit that don't nobody know about. You know what I mean? What's one of the biggest problems or hurdles that you've experienced navigating through the music industry?
Men want to take advantage of women instead of actually looking at them like they are artists and they running a business and they trying to reach to certain levels. Like, I'm not trying to fuck you to the top. I'm not one of them, like, and that's the biggest hurdle. I feel like, man, like, if I was fucking, I would have been in certain places for sure.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest hurdle, man. They don't take us serious for some reason. So that'd be frustrating. That's the hurdle for me, for sure.
Word. Your new single, Yeah, Yeah, that's been going up.
Yeah, that's my song right there. That's the Alabama anthem.
Yeah.
So for me, like I just said, when I made that song, I was like, damn, I need to make an Alabama anthem. So I basically just took all our slangs and stuff that we use, like, you know, and put it in the song.
Word. I can dig that.
But yeah, that whole out now is going crazy. It's a hit song. I know it's a hit song. I just got to do the right thing with it.
Yeah.
Give me some good marketing and stuff behind it.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, look, and the way that you doing your guerrilla marketing and you know, tapping in with folks and all that, like I know that, you know what I'm saying, like you're going to continue to have motion, you know what I mean?
And I don't depend on just, you know how you can pay for, you know, promo runs, marketing and stuff. I don't depend on that. I still do my little groundwork.
Gotcha.
I might see a motherfucker in the store and be like, hey, I think you should check this song out,
Yeah.
you know, just because you just never know.
Yeah. Nah, for sure, for sure. What else you working on? What else you got coming up that you excited about?
So I got a new single coming out. I got an EP that I'm working on. It's gonna be called You Don't Know Baby Dee.
Huh.
So I feel like I got 1 or 2 more singles and then I'm gonna put out a project because I haven't put out a project yet.
Word. Give 'em
And
that.
I got merch,
Okay.
all types of merch, t-shirts, hoodies. But pretty much that's what I got coming up.
Okay. And that's gonna be on your website or where
It's
people
gonna be on my website. Like everything is in my bio, in the link in my bio. Everything attached to it. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Shopify, everything.
Yeah. Word. That's what's up. You got any shout outs you want to give?
Any shout outs I want to give?
Yeah.
First of all, shout out to DGB off the Porch, Speedy. Shout out to my producer. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to every motherfucking body that want to be great. I hope everybody straighten up and fly right. That's all the shout out I want to give.
That's what it do. That's what it do. And before we get out of here, can you just share just something positive that you do just to keep the vibes up, keep the vibes going, and you know what I mean, and hopefully spread that energy to the people that's watching this.
So something I do to keep the vibes and the energy going, I just pray, man. I'm gonna stress that a lot. I don't care what y'all hear me talk about. I am a praying woman. My grandma raised me, so I pray. I pray in the middle of my head if I feel like the energy off, and I might, you know, try to lift your spirits up, make somebody laugh. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your head in the game, and it's hard to stay positive. It's easier said than done, but if you always think positive, eventually everything around you is gonna be positive. If you think negative, everything around you gonna be negative. But that's all I gotta say. Just pray and stay positive and keep an open mind and listen.
That's what's up. That's what's up. The real Baby Dee, appreciate you pulling up, jumping off the porch with us.
Jumping off the porch.
You know I gotta ask you, do you do hair, babysit? You know what I'm saying? Slang
Yes, I
everything
do
out
hair,
the house?
babysit, and sell drugs at the same. I'm just playing, not the drug part, but I used to. But yes, y'all don't know Baby Dee. That is my favorite slogan.
Hey.
That is it. That is it.
That's what's
For
up.
sure.
Appreciate you pulling up, jumping off the porch with us.
Bad bitch, pretty face, fat ass, white tee. Nigga wanna show his ass shit, I'ma bounce mine. Real country bitch from Alabama.